Are you a lonely Singaporean just like I do? You have finished your NS, graduated, found a job, working a 9 to 5. You have realized at a point that you are not making enough money to even sustain yourself or even start a family, living in the loophole of a rat race. So how do you actually counter this? You can either continue working this shitty job, or you can venture out and find the endless possibilities. Which would you choose? Well, today you have found the answer. You are going to follow me into the world of paradise. What do you mean by paradise? Let me explain. You see, single people like us are poor no matter how hard we work. Second of all, we want our own personal space. We are living in a place that doesn't even belong to us. Meaning, you are probably living in your parents' house. You have no identity. You need your own house, but when you look at the prices, it's about $300,000 to $400,000 a flat. You are shit. You can't afford shit. And you are living in your own parents' house. Even one day that your parents decide to give you that house, you will probably be 50 years old. So how can you avoid this from happening? How can you get your own house as soon as possible? Next, you are living in Singapore. You can't afford any single car, any type of transport. You are only taking bus and MRT, or sometimes taxi if you are going to be late for work. You do not have your own car. You can never ever afford your own car. Let's be honest, how much is a car in Singapore? It's a minimum $100,000, 100k for a brand new COE or a car. If you are working in a shitty company with shitty pay, how long it's gonna take for you to afford that car? Think about it. Maybe in about 10 years, 20 years, just for a car that's gonna depreciate in value? Do you really want that? Or do you want to drive a car right now? Think about it. Next up, everything in Singapore is expensive. You can't afford any branded accessories. Supreme, Gucci, some people couldn't even afford Nike or Adidas. After all, they are all branded. Most of us are either wearing our army shirt or simply clothes that nobody would take even if you throw in the rubbish bin. I know, it's pathetic. Do you want to afford branded stuff with a very low price? Do you want to afford nice cap, nice brands, make yourself look good, look handsome? Do you want that? Do you even want the shirt I'm wearing right now? Think about it. Single Singaporean guys like us can never ever find a girlfriend. This is the fact. Ask around. What are the requirements for a girl to have a boyfriend in Singapore? They want a down payment, house, some want stability, some want guy to give them nice gifts. Most of them are after your money for them to have a good life. But you can't afford anything. So, how do you escape from this? Today, we'll be talking about why Batam is suitable for single guys like us, for loners, and for people that couldn't afford shit, but want to live a comfortable life. We have already discussed some of the reasons why we can't afford anything, and why it would be a cheat code for us to visit Batam. First of all, you can get great prices just by looking at their items. Clothes are cheap, food are cheap, transport are cheap, even accessories are cheap. From my experience, things there are about half price of Singapore. Meaning, if you can survive 2 months in Singapore, you can survive 4 months there. It's a deal breaker for anyone who wanna live a comfortable life. Regarding about facility wise, they have great infrastructures, nice bed, nice furnitures, if you happen to find the right hotel. Besides their facilities, lonely men tend to smoke a lot as it reduces their stress. And Batam has got some of the great cigarettes you can get for a cheap price. Pricing wise would be 1/3 of Singapore's cigarette. Honestly, it's a great place if you are a smoker. Remember we were talking about cars in Singapore? They cost about $100,000 just for the COE, and the car probably about $30,000. That's $130,000 for a brand new car. You are probably gonna work for the next 10 years just to afford one. Is it worth it? I don't know. But in Batam, cars there are about $10,000 to $20,000. It's 10 times cheaper than Singapore's price. 10 times cheaper. And they are working with companies like Mitsubishi and Toyota. The models are about the same as Singapore. So why not think about it? I mean, it's 10 times cheaper. What can you complain, right? If you are not a driver and doesn't have a license, it's fine. You can call Grab anytime for an affordable price. Short distance are about $2. Long distance are about $7, $8. It's really cheap if you compare to Singapore's transport. Taxis in Singapore cost about $25 a trip. It's 3 times cheaper over there, and the traveling distance are about the same. As a guy, you want to drive nice car and have branded shirts, am I right? Batam offers some of the best shirts that you can afford. Prada, Gucci, Supreme. Branded shirts are really cheap there, although they are fake, but who really cares? I mean, are you going to ask some professionals to spot check? What's the point? And honestly, they really have some of the nice bags I've seen. Look, I got this bag for just 280,000, which is about $12 in Singapore. Look at the quality. Look at it. I honestly can't complain. I saw some really nice handbags as well, but I'm not a girl, so I did not buy. But they look really good, just like Gucci bags. Now comes to the main point of this video, which is talking about girls. Girls. In Singapore, you can't get any girl. Even if you can, you are going to spend a lot of money just to groom her and go out with her. So, in Batam, you have a better choice. What do I mean by better choice? You can either get a girlfriend there, or you can visit a brothel to get the girl you desire. Let's be honest here. Anywhere you go, even in Singapore, you will see people doing this kind of business that they sell girls to guys and accompany them for the entire day. It's very common in anywhere. So does Batam. If you are going to Batam for girls, you should go to Nagoya, as they have some massage girls that you can take home. Pricing wise, it's around $200 for one night. You heard me right. $200 for one night, which is about 2 hours for any girl you want to get in Geylang. Is it worth to pay $200 for any girl in Geylang? Probably not. Is it worth to get a girl for the entire day just for the price of $200? Probably yes. It's just like the same as any other Geylang girls. You can do whatever to them and enjoy yourself as a guy. But my suggestion is to treat them well and take care of them, because if you don't, they might do something behind your back. So just be nice. My experience for taking a girl is to actually have fun with her. Honestly, they do not have much entertainment there. The TV shows are not that entertaining. The girls are kind of bored. So as a knowledgeable Singaporean, I have to teach her some of the great websites we use over here, such as YouTube and TikTok. And we had fun watching it together. They are genuinely quite innocent, so most of the stuff you have to do it for them. In my case, I have taught her how to do a great massage and how to stay comfortable. And I have a sense of feeling we are low-key becoming a small family. In Japan, there is a service you can hire people to act as your family members, acting as if they are your daughters, your wife, your son, and acting as if they are your kids. However, you cannot go intimacy with them, and that's the downside. However, in Batam, you can do whatever you want to the girl. I think you know what I mean. And that sums up why lonely Singaporeans like us should visit Batam. If you are interested to find some of the brothels in Batam, you can either try Locanto or some Telegram group chat. Just keep it a secret, yeah? Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Ciao!